What is up, guys? My name is Bobo Isaac, and I'm a third-year medical student at Florida State University. And today we're going to be talking about community medicine. So what is community medicine, you ask? Well, Florida State University is very passionate about their rural settings and all of the resources that the city provides for its people. So what essentially community medicine is, it's a 2-week rotation where we go out into these different facilities that kind of cater towards the community and kind of help them out in different ways. And for my rotation, I got to spend 2 weeks with Health and Hope Clinic. So what is Health and Hope Clinic? Well, essentially is just a clinic that is meant for people who are underserved, who don't have insurance, don't have the ability to seek medical care. And they provide them with these resources where they get to be seen by providers and get the lab works necessary for preventative health and keeping folks out of the ER and doing simple little procedures, essentially acting like a primary care clinic, however, all free of charge for the patients. So living in Pensacola, it's technically considered a rural setting. So there's a lot of folks out here who are uninsured, who don't have the ability to pay for some of these necessary things that we take for granted, like access to medical care, food, exercise programs, nutritional education, and things of that nature. So it was getting too cold to be outside, so we're gonna move it inside. Anyways, as we were saying, the community medicine rotation, it really is a rotation dedicated for the students to kind of explore and see all the resources available for the community out there. So me being in Health and Hope Clinic, where we act as a primary care clinic where we provide the patients with things such as vaccines, management of their chronic conditions, and taking care of acute visits, and also provide them with access to dental care, where a dentist is available every day, Monday through Friday, where they can get their teeth cleaned and take care of any little minor dental work that needs to be done. So first, to start off, let me show you around the facility. So this is a little lab. We have our supplies here for different lab work. We do urine analysis. We have our iris machine, which is really cool. It lets you look at the iris and the retina, high technology. This is the old school version of it. Do some blood work here. Let's see what else. Scale. Get our vital signs here. We have our amazing pharmacy here. The doc box. This is Bonnie. Our organized board where we kind of see what patients are to be seen and who's the provider for them. Our typical clinical room. Nothing too crazy. Just an otoscope, ophthalmoscope, bed, and some essential supplies like any other clinic. 6 of these rooms. The nurse's station. And this is kind of the procedural room where we have our orthopedic box, where we have all the essentials for any kind of minor orthopedic issues. Autoclave, all the other tiny little procedures that we do here. We did ear irrigation today. That was pretty cool. All right. And these are all the different specialties that we have that work with us. There are some that are still no service where we're trying to get them, but they're hard to get. Hematology, pulmonology, rheumatology, stuff like that. Printer. And the best part, the lounge, all those free food and snacks, water, coffee, all that jazz. Pretty tight-knit community. So now that you know how the facility looks like, let me share a little bit about my role as a medical student in the community health rotation, and what that entailed. So I actually had the pleasure of going through this rotation with 2 of my classmates by the name of Eric and Matthew, who will give their contribution later on in the video. But essentially what we did is we really got to know how the facility operates inside out. So we were not actually acting as providers and seeing patients and kind of taking care of them. Instead, what we were doing is going through each role in the facility. So we worked the front desk, we worked with pharmacy, we did the MA work, essentially getting vitals. We went into dentistry and saw what they do. We acted as secretaries. We even held a little CPR class out in the front in the waiting room, trying to educate people on how to do resuscitations if needed. So essentially what the whole goal was to really understand what the clinic provides for the community. And needless to say, we really got to see the full in-depth idea behind the clinic and the purpose that it serves. And just to kind of take you through all the different available resources. So if a patient comes in and needs to be evaluated, they get evaluated. The only requirements to be seen in the Health and Hope Clinic is that 1, you're uninsured, 2, you're a Florida resident, and 3, you meet the threshold where you're below the federal poverty line. And so once they get you in, you're seen by a provider, and say you need a cardiologist or a nephrologist or some kind of other specialty to further evaluate your condition. So what they do then is they actually have partners from nearby hospitals who are physicians who are volunteering their time in service for these patients. So they'll refer them out and they'll go see them in that hospital and essentially get the care they need free of charge. Not only that, but they also are partnered with Baptist Hospital, where they do all the lab work, all the imaging, and all the necessary procedures and things that they need to get done in order to further take care of the patient for free because of that partnership. And there's actually a lot of different little associations with Health and Hope Clinic, which is absolutely fantastic because it just provides that much more outreach to the community. Even one of them being FSU. We have a spirit clinic that we see patients on Tuesday nights where us medical students go and actually provide care for these patients. So yeah, it's very interesting, it's very eye-opening, and it's very nice to see how the community does have all these different resources for the population that is essentially underserved, and when they need help, there is help available. It's just not a lot of people are aware of it, and knowing this and kind of spreading the word, it goes a long way. So that's kind of the goal of this video. Anyways, let's see what Eric and Matthew thought about their rotation. Look at these guys, hard at work. So these are the two folks that I did my community medicine rotation with. This is Eric. This is Matthew. What do you guys think of these 2 weeks of community medicine?
Honestly, I had a lot of fun. I realized that speaking Spanish is something that's going to help me a lot in my field, and there's a big need for Latino doctors. So if you're Latino, go to medical school.
Precisely. What about you, Matthew?
I definitely had a great time. It was really cool to see how much people were willing to give to this kind of cause and how much of an impact you can have in this way. Also, definitely saw the impact of Spanish. I'm definitely working on my Espanol. Downloaded a couple apps and I've been working on getting better, so hopefully Eric won't be so busy in the future.
Let's hope he gets to use some of that Spanish in the future, though. Don't lose it. If you don't use it, you lose it. Last day, officially complete. Next on, pediatrics. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe, or comment down below. Let me know what other topics you would like me to cover. I am currently this is my second day of pediatrics, and stay tuned for the next video. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, study hard and don't forget to enjoy the process. Until next time.